Symphony of Destruction is arguably Megadeth's most well-known song. Today, we're going to learn all of Dave Mustaine's guitar riffs throughout the song so you can play it from front to back. For the entire song, there's really only 3 riffs, 3.5 if you count the bridge section. And once you get those down, you'll be able to play all the way through the song. So let's dive into it. The first riff is our verse riff, and it sounds like this. To play this riff, you're going to want to start out on the E string and you're going to palm mute. You're going to go 1, 3, 1 like this. Then we're going to do a first fret power chord. We have your index finger on the first fret of the E string and either your ring or your pinky on the 3rd fret of the A string. We hit that one time and then we're going to do an open E power chord where we have 0 on E and 2 on the A, and we're going to hit that one twice. In between all these power chords, you're going to want to be muting to keep your guitar under control and keep the unnecessary noise out of there. In order to do that, all you have to do is take your left and your right hands, put your right hand near the bridge almost like you would be palm muting, and lay your fingers down on the fretboard here to keep the guitar under control. For the next measure, we're going to do that 1 0 0 power chord pattern again, followed by our 1 3 1 palm muted on the E string. Then you're just going to do your 1 0 0 power chord again. Then the guitar waits around for a whole measure and it starts over again. Keep in mind the initial 1 3 1 that you start off with is only right at the very beginning of the song. When you repeat the riff, you skip that part. The next riff is our pre-chorus and it'll sound something like this. First thing you're going to do for this riff is you're going to hit an open E string palm muted twice. Then we're going to have a lot of this next kind of chord in the riff where we're going to do a double stop here, which is going to have 7th fret on the A and 7th fret on the D, and you're going to do that with one finger. Then we're going to palm mute another open E, move down to the 6th fret double stop, 6 on A and 6 on D, another palm muted E, then down to 5 on the A and D. Then we're going to do a 5 to 7 hammer-on the D string, and then back to the 5. Then we're going to hit the 7 on the A and D again. And that measure there is going to repeat 6 times. After that, the ending of the pre-chorus is going to go open on the E string, palm muted, that 6th fret double stop again, another palm mute, and then the 5th fret on A and D. Then we hit 2 palm mutes on the E, followed by 5 by itself on the A string with a little vibrato. Then we're going to go descending on the E string, palm muted. We're going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little chromatic line here. And then you hit the 0 without palm muting. That will lead right into our chorus, which will sound like this. First thing you want to do for the chorus is you're going to come up to a 7th fret A string power chord where we have 7 on the A and 9 on the D, and then you're going to hit the D, A, and E strings. Then what you want to do is hold that position, but move, instead of your ring finger on 9, you're going to move down so you're on 8 on the D string, but keep your index finger on 7 where it was, and then hit the D, A, E strings again. Then you're going to take that position, move it down to a 5th fret power chord. So you're on 5 on the A, 7 on the D, and do the same D, A, E. Then you're just going to grab the 6 there on the D string with a little vibrato, followed by 7 on A to 7 on the E. And then you slide down. We're going to hit the open E string. Then we're going to do our power chord pattern again. 3rd fret A string power chord with 5 on the D. We're going to go D, A, E again. Then we're going to do the same thing as before where we move down to our middle finger. So we're going to be on 4th fret of the D, keeping your index on the 3 where it was, and hit those same strings again. Then for our first ending of the riff, we're going to go back to the 5th fret power chord where we're going to have 5 on the A, 7 on the D, hit the same D, A, E strings. Then we're going to have a fun little lick here where you're going to pull off with your middle finger to your index on the D string from 5 to 4. Then with your middle finger, grab 5 on the A, and then with your pinky, grab 7 on the E. That'll sound like this. Second time around, this measure, you're gonna skip completely, and you're just gonna do a 5th fret power chord on the A string, muted 4 times, and then you slide down on the 5th hit without palm muting. The second time around, you're just gonna replace that 4th measure with that one. The last riff we have for this song is just the riff that Dave plays under Marty Friedman's solo, and it'll sound like this. It's basically a simplified version of the pre-chorus riff. So we're just gonna hit 2 palm muted E strings, followed by 7th fret double stop A and D, another palm muted E string, back to 6th fret double stop A and D, another palm muted E string, 5 on the A and D. And then you just repeat that for the entirety of the guitar solo. There you have it, guys. Those are all Dave Mustaine's riffs in Symphony of Destruction. So once you get those down, you can play through the entirety of the song. Have fun with it, pull the song up, try to play along with the whole thing. It's a really fun song to jam along with. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what kind of songs you want me to teach next. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great one.